info. But I go back to the around the league. So let's see what we can get going here. My bad. Let's see what we can get going on. I think last game we played with the Celtics. So who's next? It's Clippers. I haven't played with Clippers yet. Let's see who we got. Yep, it's the Clippers versus Heat. You got the Heat backed out. Okay. I probably won't get a match. I probably will not get a match. It's gonna be hard to find a match. I might have to skip the Clippers. Let's see if I can get a match. Got New York. Let's go. Keep just like that. Let's go. That's my first time playing with the Clippers.
It's the home of the Clippers.
Let's see what all the hype is about.
2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. It's a single game return to Los Angeles for the Clippers as they look for a boost from their home crowd.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is an opponent that's given them major problems in each of the first
Shot.
two meetings. Both losses for them this season. So, third time's a charm. We'll see.
First time playing with these boys.
What they need to do differently, Steve. I know they've devoted a ton of time to film work and trying to figure out ways they can
Blake.
improve and change the result. Not sure what it'll be, but I think it'll be a different approach.
See if they can go pick and roll.
Oh,
shit.
Here's who Mike Woodson's going with.
Oh, he's gonna kill me every time with that, too. I know he is.
Then there's Amon Shumpert. Then there's Felton. And for the Clippers, in the front court, it's Caron Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Chris Paul and Chauncey Billups make up the backcourt. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
A short time ago, Mike Woodson and I were able to catch up. He's thrilled with their play on the offensive end of the floor.
Let's go, man.
Saying it's all coming together for us. The ball movement is great, and when someone doesn't have it, they're cutting and fighting to get open. It's just fun basketball to coach and to watch. Let's have some fun ourselves, guys.
Good Lord, that was an easy jump shot. I see what people making so many daggone threes with CP3. Daggone jump shot is cash money. Good Lord.
Well, I know Coach is worried about their shot selection at times, so I'm not surprised at what he had to say.
Steve,
He's a patient, very patient player.
About shot selection. You talk about something that riles up most coaches. It's seeing their guys taking bad shots.
Well, when you look at DeAndre Jordan, just a tremendous physical talent. Great athleticism, can run, can jump.
Good Lord, they got the easiest jump shots in the daggone game. I see why so many people play with the Clippers. Good Lord.
Great center.
So it's the Knicks now, after Caron Butler's bucket. Anthony dishes to Felton.
He's a very patient player. He got to make them jump shots, though. He's very patient. That's the only way to beat the zones. You got to be patient. You just ain't making no shots.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5.
All right, Prigioni. Sorry, dude. Gotta do it to you.
Without that game, guys, he made things awfully hard on themselves as a result.
Yeah, it forced them to go much deeper into their rotation than they would have liked
All right,
to.
so I'm going to bring it up to him as quick this time.
And for DeAndre Jordan, Steve, you mentioned his upside. Right now, almost all his points come across the lane, right around the rim, close in.
Yeah, you'll rarely see him shoot from outside of the restricted arc area, really. I mean,
oh, yeah, let's go.
Stroke shows you why. He's got work to do there. He can develop something offensively, a jump hook and a mid-range jump shot. Watch out.
The Knicks making a switch here.
That was my fault. Keep on the sideline.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers tied right now. Now, here's Felton.
Okay.
Averaging
That's what you're doing.
points a
Okay.
game.
I got you.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Wow, has he caught fire this quarter, shooting the ball with tremendous confidence. Well, you think about what Chris Paul meant to the Clippers, guys, not just on the floor, and that's pretty obvious. He's one of the best point guards in the league, if not the best. But it had more to do with the identity.
Oh, come on, DeAndre Jordan.
People took them seriously after that deal. And in fact, in L.A., there was a budding rivalry between the Clippers and the
Pressing,
Lakers.
though? Seriously?
Who was the city's best team? And that had never been a question before.
Blake, you lay it up. You decide to lay the ball up.
In their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Man.
And again, it's New York.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
For so long, Steve, it seemed that the Clippers were always the second fiddle, but with Chris Paul ending up there and not in a Laker uniform, it just changed the whole mindset, Clark, it seems, of the franchise.
And if you've had the tough breaks that the Clippers have had over the years, one big
I like the Clippers.
Big player acquisition like
I see what a lot of people are using now. Good Lord. I see what a lot of people are using now. The guy I'm playing, he's a patient player, so he's going to find holes in the zone. He's a patient player. But I see one thing here that he's doing. Wow, what in the world? Okay. No matter what we want.
That one's good.
Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Pressing, though. Well, you want to press.
And what Carmelo Anthony tries to do is catch the ball.
And I'm just getting the
within range of the
unlucky
basket,
draw the stick.
Or so. Then he'll turn, he gets that triple threat stance going. Now he can either shoot, pass, or dribble right past you. So when you get in that spot defensively, that's a nightmare. Carmelo can do it all.
Odom covered by Anthony. Here's Barnes. And again,
wow.
The Knicks leading by 4. From deep three-point
man, I'm getting my butt toe up.
Carmelo Anthony for 3.
I think he set in the tone for the entire team in this quarter. Tremendous stuff. Good action.
And Clark, when you think of Carmelo's face-up game, does anyone in the league do it as well as him, you think?
Well, he's one of the best, clearly. He's in a short list of players, but you've got to include Durant, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant as well. Both outstanding scorers. But Carmelo right in their class.
There we go.
There's Crawford
Lord.
for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Here's New York. They're on a 14-5 run here.
Maybe out there. Let's go.
That's a look that he'll never pass up. The one he'll usually never miss.
With 2 seconds left. And Crawford with the basket on the
Mr. Automatic on here. Man, it's Mr. Automatic.
Got 4 assists in the
Nobody touch him. Let's go. Let's get back in this game, man.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
There's Crawford with the 3.
Ooh.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Ooh. Got back in this game quickly. Good Lord. Yeah, Clippers. Yeah. A little too easy.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter.
I started struggling with it, but that's all right, though.
Down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
We can't press the Clippers.
Early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
There you go. Let's go.
Yes, Steve. I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
So with Billups on the bench, here's who's
Let's
on
go.
the floor now for Vinny Del Negro. Ron Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan there front line.
Try to bring Melo back in the game.
And take a look at this. Every team
Oh,
loves to have
timeout. Okay.
big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. Blake Griffin is 3rd.
These are some of the most complete players in the NBA. They're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing, too.
Yeah, that's the element of their game that puts them
Yep.
in a different
Bring it back
category,
in.
a special
Oh,
category
yeah.
among low post players. I mean, they've got court vision, they see things,
Let's
they
go.
anticipate, and they're much better at that than their peers.
Well, the question mark the last couple of years for the Knicks has been defense. And I think the addition of Tyson Chandler on the interior was the answer to those.
I wish he was still on Portland.
Chandler really helped improve that defense. Now it's a matter of building that foundation as a team and really coming up with a defensive plan and sticking to it and allowing it to grow.
Here's Anthony following the score
Good D.
by Jamal Crawford.
Good D.
That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Butler.
I saw you Crawford in the corner. That's sorry, though.
Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go. And you know, you saw that change in philosophy with the head coach.
Oh my God! I would never play with this team again. This is ridiculous. I would never play with the Clippers again. This is ridiculous. Oh, I didn't even jump.
Clark, the Knicks were a lot more defensive oriented under Mike Woodson.
This is ridiculous. I'll never play with the Clippers again.
That was the case, Kevin. If you want to win in the East,
This
you
is,
need to be able to play tough defense in the Knicks.
I might play with them just to have fun with them like I did with the Heat.
Well,
Good
Carmelo
Lord.
belongs in that group of guys who say, maybe he's the best scorer in the league. He's certainly close.
Jamal Crawford's too automatic.
Dwayne Wade, LeBron.
It's like not even fair how automatic he
He's so
is.
skilled, he's so strong, and he's just got a knack for getting the ball in the hoop when the time is right.
His ability to do that, Steve, is a big part of why he can get a shot off anytime. I mean, he knows that he doesn't need too much space. All he needs is a fraction, and he's able to rise up over guys or go through them.
The Clippers
I guess
organization
CP3's
owes everything to
jumping
Blake
down
Griffin
right.
because obviously they were fortunate to win the lottery and pick him, but because of Griffin, Clippers were able to get Chris Paul, and now all of a sudden you're talking about a twosome that can attract.
She know they're gonna double team. What's wrong with
The
you?
Clippers have a great future, mainly because of their fortune in ending up with Griffin.
There's the pass to Butler. Ball outside. Feeds to Griffin. Outside Butler. Griffin kicks to Butler. 5 to shoot. Over Felton. Got a piece of it. And when you look at the Clippers team with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, certainly the best team.
I'll get out of my element here. Get back to what I do.
This is the best team in Clippers franchise history when you consider the win percentage. So I think high times for the team and their fans will continue with that duo.
Oh, come on, Blake. You got supposed to dunk that.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive.
Oh, nice fake.
rotation.
Missed a
They're
shot,
playing well
though.
together as a unit.
Out to Anthony. But 3 kept alive.
That's a good
Goes
shot.
up again, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Come on now,
Anthony's
fellas. What's
got
going
6
on?
here in this quarter.
Oh, you getting that steal,
No
buddy.
question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Oh, get that.
Smith
Get that.
against Crawford. Over Smith. Crawford, no luck. Knicks trailed by 4. And now the Knicks on the break.
Good D.
Anthony. Chandler, the pass to Carmelo. Over Butler. Anthony missing again.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
There's Crawford with the 3.
Let's go.
There's the bucket. Good. Crawford's got 16 points.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know
Good
how
defense.
quickly
Good
things
D.
go
Oh,
down.
that should have been a
Start
steal.
getting wide open
That's
looks.
bullshit.
And it's
I
gonna
ain't
be
do a
2 free
spin
throws to
move and threw the ball
contact
right on the dude's hip.
Well, Carmelo Anthony began his career in Denver, had some good years there with the Nuggets, but felt he'd be happier in New York. So basically forced that trade from the Nuggets to the Knicks. And I think everybody felt like when he arrived there, the Knicks would take off. But it's been a little bit of a challenge in New York so far. They haven't been the dominant team that everybody had expected and hoped.
And here are the Knicks now. Lamar Odom missing from long range. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. For the Clippers, Hill comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's Crawford in for Chauncey Billups. And Anthony gets double teamed.
That's my fault.
Anthony playing for the Knicks, a homecoming. You know, he grew up as a child in Brooklyn before moving to Baltimore.
And I think, Kevin, he also felt like the Knicks, with their financial resources and that big market that is New York City, would put him in a good position to perhaps win it all.
Oh, yeah, bro,
That'll
you ain't
be a
getting them on me,
challenge, though. It
dude.
takes more than talent to win a championship.
Bledsoe dishes to Crawford.
Dang.
Missing again.
All right.
Solid
Trying to rely on these threes too
rebounding
much.
totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Martin kicks to Stoudemire. Dishes it to Carmelo. Outside Kidd. He kicks it to Carmelo.
Good D.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Good defense.
Chance shot. No good.
Good
Trying to beat
defense.
the buzzer. And the first half ends. Well, both
Round too many threes. Let's go back to what I do.
Over the break.
Go back to playing the way I
We'll
play.
see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Melo having a terrific
Okay.
game. He's got 26 points, and he's drained 2 bombs
There you go.
beyond the arc.
Which is something they need.
Yeah,
Really
that's what we do.
improve their versatility.
We go
He's
post.
knocking down the 3 ball.
So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, here's who Mike Woodson's going with.
Yep, saw that.
Carmelo Anthony and Tyson Chandler. Then there's Felton. Then there's Iman
Yep,
Shumpert.
let's go.
That drops. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Boy, it really puts great pressure on your defense when you're trying to recover from a turnover.
Yeah, their defense
Really?
is
De'Aaron
really
Jordan,
in
you let him
jeopardy
get the
every time they turn the
alley-oop
ball
dunk
over.
on your
So
head?
If they can take care
No,
of the
son.
ball, it'll take care of things at both ends of the floor.
Here's Paul.
Oh, that was my
Following
fault.
the score by New
That
York.
was just my fault.
Here's Shumpert.
That was my fault.
Man,
What happened
oh,
again?
man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
Now here's Griffin. He has 6.
So when you think of Blake Griffin, you immediately think of the spectacular
Let's go.
dunks, but I'm so impressed with his ability both as a ball handler and a passer. And when he attracts those double teams down on the block, he really knows how to find his teammates.
Knicks trail by 6.
The only person going to is Melo.
Here's Felton.
Without Melo, he ain't got nothing, really.
Even that close to the hoop, when you see that kind of defense, I think you got to move the ball back out to the perimeter.
Let's go.
Shots good from Butler.
And Steve, you mentioned Blake Griffin's impressive ball
Good D.
skill, whether handling or passing the ball. I mean, his shooting touch remains that missing ingredient. That part of his game he has to continue to improve on, whether it's the mid-range shot
Fellas,
or the free
what are we
throw.
doing?
I mean, once he
What
gets
are we
that
doing?
nailed down and locked in, I mean, the rest of the league is in major trouble.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Durant comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Caron Butler. And here's Anthony from the arc. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Billups passes to Turioff. Back to Billups.
Let's go.
Shot's good. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Well, another hoop there. They're playing well.
Looking to add to this cushion, and that's just what they've done, I think.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Let's go. All right. Still undefeated in the challenge. Was that 7-0? Yes.